Okay, clear this out. Got it. Man, this is a pain in the ass.
We're doing it now. We got it. We've done it.
How are you, man? It's great to meet you.
Bro, it's amazing to meet you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let me know whenever you're ready, and we can give it a go here.
Do it.
HRVY, welcome to America's Dance 30. It's awesome finally meeting you, man.
Bro, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Congratulations on all the success of One Day, Two Nights. It just currently broke into the top 10, which is amazing.
Yeah, mate, I have no idea how or why it's done that, but all I can say is thank you for playing it because you're part of the reason why it has, so thank you.
No problem at all. Now, was the song written BC before COVID or during COVID?
It was during the whole pandemic, and it was actually at a time in the UK where the restrictions had been lifted, so everyone was allowed to go back to clubs, right? And it only lasted for a couple of weeks, but I made sure I got enough partying done in those few weeks it was open. But that was kind of what inspired the song. I met someone on a night out, and I stayed with them for a few days, and it was like a little bit of a movie, and then I didn't see him again, but it was fun. It was fun whilst it lasted, and it got a good song out of it. So, yeah.
Now, this is the first time we're actually getting to chat. How have you been during the entire pandemic?
You know, it's been difficult. I mean, it's been difficult for a lot of artists. I think it's just kind of not knowing what I was doing with my days every single day. You know, there was no routine, and I kind of need a routine. And to get up and not do anything, it was killing me inside. I have to be doing something. So I ended up writing music, which is always good. I was actually also building my first house. I wasn't actually physically building it, but my hands are too soft for that. But I was watching people build it, and that was amazing. So that kind of took up a lot of my time, and that's the house that I'm sitting in now. So I'm very lucky. So I had a lot of things to do during the lockdown, but for the first part, it was kind of hard.
Well, congratulations on the new house. It looks amazing.
You know what? I'll flip my screen so you can see it. I know we're on Zoom, so you can see, but...
Wow!
I know, right? Not bad, right?
The house that One Day, Two Nights built.
Yes. Thank you, One Day, Two Nights.
Now, I'm completely the same way as you are. I need routines in my life. I was actually just talking to a good friend of mine last night about how routines are good and bad. Like, I love keeping to a routine, but I hate the fact that if I break the routine, like it messes me up.
Bro, I've just started going to the gym, right? Because I want to get some muscles. I want to be like Shawn Mendes. You know what I mean? I'm saying I look too young. I look like I'm 12 years old, and I am 22. So I need to be on Shawn's level. So I've started going to the gym, and I had a routine, and then today was the first day that I didn't go, and I broke the routine. And I'm beating myself up about it, you know. I wish I did it, and it's annoying me that I didn't, and that's the horrible part.
Dude, we are totally the same. Like, I was out late last night, so I didn't work out this morning, and it has messed me. Like, I laid there for like 2 hours going, I need to do this. I need to
get up. I need to do it.
And I didn't do it.
I think about it, and then I just don't do it. I procrastinate way too much. But I'm going to do it. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym. We both are going to go to the gym. You're going to go to the gym as well.
Yes, absolutely. We'll FaceTime each other when we're in the gym, just proving to each other that we're doing it.
We've both done it. That's what I need. I need to see you doing it.
Now, before we chat about your upcoming EP, let's get to know HRVY a little better with something called Finky's Favorites.
Let's do it.
So you were a mentor last year on Got What It Takes, and of course you were giving contestants a lot of advice. What's the best advice and your favorite advice that you've ever gotten?
Oh, the best advice I've ever received was from actually Shawn Mendes when I met him about 2 years ago. And he said to me, if you don't love the music you put out, what's the point? You've got to love the music, as you know, otherwise how can you expect other people to love it? So I was like, okay, cool. So that stuck with me a lot, you know?
Absolutely. And I kind of look at it the same way. When I'm on the radio, I got to make myself laugh first. If I'm not making myself laugh, then how can I expect anybody else to laugh?
There you go. If you're not having a good time, then how can you expect everyone else to be? So now
you came in second last year on Strictly Come Dancing in the UK. Yeah. What is HRVY's favorite dance?
My favorite dance was It was called the American Smooth, actually, and it was very smooth. So there you go, the American Smooth. Strictly Come Dancing is like your Dancing with the Stars,
right?
So that's what I did. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very hard, but American Smooth was my favorite.
Well, of course, the single One Day, Two Nights is your current song that's climbing the dance charts. Yeah. If you could go anywhere right now for 1 day, 2 nights, what would be your favorite place to go?
Wow, good question. I think I would go to like a beach somewhere in the middle of nowhere, maybe like the Maldives or, somewhere like that, Bora Bora, somewhere where it's just like the beach and the sun and just have a day and a night of just chilling and then come back to the madness.
Then get back into the gym afterwards, right?
Back into the gym with you, yeah.
Now, of course, you've been doing sold-out headlining shows in North America, Asia, Australia. You've been on tour before with Little Mix. Where has been your favorite place to perform?
I've got many different places for different reasons, but I will say that one of my favorite places was Tokyo in Japan. That was a really, really cool place. And I think another one would have been New York and LA.
What was it about Tokyo that made it so incredible?
I think it was like the fact that sometimes a lot of artists, it takes a long time for them to go out to those kind of places in Asia. So they're not used to having a lot of artists there. So when you do go there, they're absolutely crazy. Like they're nuts. Like they go mad. And I think that's why it was so fun, because it felt different, and they really appreciated you being there, because they like get loads and loads of artists all the time. So I think that was probably one reason.
And isn't it incredible how they still sing with you to every song, which is amazing?
Bro, I had this same conversation again the other day. When you go to these countries where English isn't their first language, and they will sing top to bottom one of your songs, and then I'll meet them in a meet and greet, and they won't know any English. They can't speak to me. They haven't got a clue what I'm saying, but if I start singing a song, they know every lyric.
Well, speaking of performing, I read an interview that you were doing talking about when you performed at the award show and how the stage manager hilariously told you, don't look down at the front row because there are so many stars there.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing to think about before you perform?
Do you know what? I don't think about, this is the really weird thing. I don't think about a lot. I overthink. Like, there's nothing that I'm particularly thinking of. I'm just thinking about anything that you can overthink about, if that makes sense. None of it even makes sense. I'm like, what happens if I forget the lyrics? What's the first lyric? What's the first dance move? It's difficult, but I get over it. I'm fine.
Dude, we are like legit the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like before I go out on stage, I'm overthinking everything. But the second we are out there, it's like cake. It is such an amazing time.
Bro, when obviously I didn't perform for about 2 years because of this whole lockdown, and I was so nervous going on a stage and performing. Anything could have gone wrong, but as soon as you start singing and start doing your thing that it's like riding a bike. It comes back to you like that.
Absolutely.
And, it was a good feeling being back. But no, I'm the same as you, bro. Overthink everything. But once we're out there, it's fun.
Now, finally, in Finky's favorites, of course, you've got ink for your mom's birthday over here. You've got ink on your arm and on your finger. Do you have a least favorite tattoo yet?
Yeah. I think these ones on my fingers, right? These dots were supposed to be the same size, and they couldn't be any different. Like I said to the lady, I got them done on Melrose in LA. I felt so cool. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my first tats here in America, in LA, living the American dream. I was like, yeah, I'll get 5 dots that are the same size, please. No worries. I walked out and I looked in the mirror and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. How can you mess up 5 dots? Well, she managed to anyway. It's fine. Normally just tell people they're supposed to be different sizes, but they're not.
But it gives it a story. It gives it character not being the same size.
There you go. That's what I'll say. There you go. It's a good story. It's a good story.
Now, let's talk about your new EP coming out next year. What can fans expect with it?
Fans can expect new music. It's a bit more mature, I think. Most of the music was written over during lockdown and during this year. And this music that I love. I've always liked my music. But for the first time, I really love this stuff. And I think as I'm getting older, I know what I want to write about and I know what I want to hear myself. So I'm very excited about it. And it comes, early next year. So if you want to listen to it, you can. If you don't worry about it, but you should.
Yeah, and fans can pre-save it starting December 3rd, which is awesome. What is the 23rd floor?
So it's called Views from the 23rd Floor. and it actually releases on my 23rd birthday, and that's January the 28th. And I spent the last few years in hotels, right? And I done a lot of traveling with my music, which I'm very lucky for. And it's kind of like a metaphor for me growing up, I'm on the 23rd floor. I can see a lot more of life now. I've got a greater view of where I am. And I understand more and I know what I want. So it's kind of a metaphor for my perspective on life and how it's always changing and as I'm growing up. So yeah, views from the 23rd floor.
Well, happy early birthday, because I'm going to forget by the time it comes out.
No worries, bro. Don't worry about it. I'll take it.
Congratulations on the future EP. Congratulations on all the success with One Day, Two Nights. HRVY, thank you for your time on America's Dance 30.
Bro, thank you. That was really, really fun. And get back to the gym, all right?
Absolutely. You too, man. You too.
I will. Bro, thank you.